Here to accept the award for visual effects is a gentleman made of liquid metal. You might have recognized him earlier. He was playing the purple carpet that you walked across. He is the owner of Rainmaker Entertainment, former vice president and general manager of Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, the effects company that did the effects for Terminator 2. That's right, someone who worked on this is actually here tonight. Please welcome an international visitor. All right, international, all the way from the foreign country of Vancouver, British Columbia. Warren Franklin has come to accept his 2020 award. Warren!
Thank you. Cool. Wow. I must say this is a really great event, and I really want to thank Chris for inviting me to come down to accept this award for the Terminator 2 team. And as I think it was alluded to in talking about the editors and how hard it was to work with the pre-King of the World, we needed about 20 years to be able to even look at the film and recover. Because we had just gone back to back on The Abyss with Jim, and then into Terminator, and that was it was a great ride and a great opportunity to work with him. And if Dennis Murin, who won the Academy Award for this, if he was here, he'd want to thank our producer Rose Dagnan, who managed to sneak Dennis and I onto the lot at Fox to meet with Jim back in 1986 before The Abyss, because he wouldn't take our calls and he didn't want to work with ILM because we were too big and too expensive, and just did spaceships and stuff. And we were working on this little film called Inner Space at the time, which was Joe Dante's remake of A Fantastic Voyage. And it was really cool what we were doing, and we knew if we could show this to Jim that we could get this work on The Abyss that we really wanted to do with the water creature. So that worked out really well, and this is sort of an extension of that. And I think the film, you know, sort of the criteria has, you know, really stood the test of time. You know, there's only really, it's amazing when you look at today's films, there's about 4 minutes of effects footage in this film. And, you know, that today you'll have, you know, most of the whole film. And we're not responsible for that. You know, the studios, they think if they load on all this visual effects that you're going to make a good story. And, you know, having to work, you know, within the restraints of the time and the technology, every shot had to tell a story. And if you look at the film, every shot is very well crafted to tell a specific story point. And that is so important to really doing successful visual effects, and why this film has stood up. The other films that were nominated in '92 we had done, Backdraft and Hook, you know, but they had nowhere near the impact of Terminator. And for that very reason, that the stories really were not told through the visual effects. And the whole idea of making good visual effects is to tell a story. If you don't tell a story with them, you're just screwing around and trying to make box office, and it really usually doesn't work. And hopefully Hollywood will get that message, that just adding layers and layers of the most fantastic visual effect is not going to make a great movie. And the work that was in this film now could be done by young filmmakers at home. They don't need a big studio. And so that's what I'm excited about, is in the future, you know, where the new Dennis Murins and James Camerons are going to come from. They're going to come from home and from independent filmmakers, I think, which is really exciting. But one thing I just wanted to say is, when I looked at the film over the weekend, the opening shot of Terminator is just this girl on a swing at a playground, and it's a nuclear explosion. All it does is go to white, and you get the impact of what that is, because it's such great storytelling. And it doesn't have, if you did that scene today, they'd want to do like a $500,000 particle simulation of an atomic bomb blast over Los Angeles. You know, all you see is like this little swing, and you see kind of the towers of Wilshire and stuff in the background, and it goes to white, and it works great. You know, you don't have to do that kind of stuff. So anyway, it's really exciting to be here, and this is just a great way to look back and judge the films, and I'm really proud to be part of it. So thank you very much.